Okay, so today I will be demonstrating a visual model for area models, 4th grade. And I have created this on Google Presentation. So for today, you will make connection with place value and distributive property to record partial products. So here on this first slide, I just wanted to review the vocabulary before diving into our lesson. And the first word that I wanted to review was distributive property, which is breaking the number by place value. Example is 567. You would break it apart into by place value, which is 500 plus 60 plus 7, which is also expanded form. Place value, I like to remind you that it is location. Value is worth. Partial products is part of the answer to a multiplication problem. And the product is an answer to the multiplication problem. So that is your answer. Okay. So the expression we will be working on is 6 times 182. So step 1 to solving this expression would be to using area models would be to draw your area model. Okay, so we are going to insert a chart, a table, and I am going to use 3. So it'll be a 3x1 chart. Okay. So we're going to draw our area model. We're going to break the area model into 3 parts since the factor is in the hundreds place. That's why you see 3 boxes here. The rectangular model is visually related to the distributive property. Step 2, break the factors apart. So we're going to break the factors apart by place value. Again, we're going to use distributive property. We will break apart the 182. We'll break apart to 180. 100 plus 80 plus 2. That's expanded form. So we're going to go ahead and label our chart. So I'll put 100 and I'll put plus 80 plus 2. And here on the side, I hope I can label my 6. And then I'll put multiply. This would technically be here. So let me see if I can enter a text box here. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so now that we have labeled our area model, we can begin multiplying. So when you show the partial products for multiplication example, you can start with any place. But because mathematical convention suggests that we start with the greatest place value, in this case would be the hundreds place. Okay, so step 3, first we'll begin multiplying with the hundreds place. So we can identify the basic fact. I'm going to highlight it really quick so that we know what is our basic fact. In this case, it would be 6 times 1. So here, you are able to multiply 6 times 1, and you're going to put your product inside the table. Seems like I'm having difficulty with the table. So I hope that I can type in this table. I'll just insert another text box. I'll insert it here. Okay, so if I multiply 6 times 1, it'll be 6. Let me make that a little bigger. So it'll be 6. And then I would add the 2 zeros. Those would be representing the tens and the ones place. So that would give me the partial product of 600. Now, next, we will multiply the tens place. Again, we're going to identify the basic fact by highlighting it. In this case, it would be 6 times 8, which I would then multiply to give me a partial product of 48. And again, just add the 0 that's left over. Okay. So now, finally, we will multiply the ones place. Since this is already the basic fact, we can go ahead and multiply it. So since we've been highlighting the rest, let's go ahead and highlight that as well. And we will multiply, so 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, now we had multiplied all of our place values, so now we can list our partial products. Okay, so we're going to list our partial products, which is 600. Make that a little bigger. 600. 480. And 12. And here we will be adding all of these partial products. Okay, so I'm lining them up to make sure that I do not get confused. Okay, so finally, my last step is I am going to add my partial products, which gives me a total of 1,092.